little Defiant is from Kennedy's Locksport, and he's been sending me like daily updates where in the U.S. postal system this was. So when it arrived, I got an email from him, and I'm afraid that if I don't put it to the head of the line, I won't hear the end of it. It looks like a 5-pinner. I kind of spin it around looking, see if there's anything drilled on the side. That's kind of cheating, I know, but I got to take the quality of the locks I've been getting from you guys lately. I almost have to cheat if I have any hope of getting them open. All right, so it is a 5-pinner, and there's a key, all heavily mummy with some kind of rubberized stuff. He definitely didn't want that to come off. It looks like it's got tar on it. But let's see if we can get in here. Wide open keyway, of course. It is a quick set. So let's see if I can get a pick here real quick. Try this guy. It's 15,000 medium hook. And I'm going to just slide him right there. Pick from that right edge and then go up there. I would like to use a thick one, but I'm afraid it might drag on that piece of warding. So might as well just start with this. See what we got. See what we got here. Okay, I'm trying to feel for any weird springs. I don't feel any. Feels like everything's normal in there. Let's go ahead and clamp it up. See if we can get in here without that stinking key. All right, top of the keyway, nice wide 50,000. A little bit of floppiness there. All right, let me zoom in. And let's put a little mark on it, just to try picking it counterclockwise. So put it right there, easy for everybody to see. And let's try it. I'm gonna try first to just rake it. See if I can rake up a fault set. Alright, that's not going to work. Try it again. Alright, that is not going to work. Let's try it the hard way. Alright, all the way in. Light tension. A little bit of counter rotation there on pin 4. Got a little minor click out of it. Nothing else is binding, so I'm going to go back to 4 and see if I can't give him another click. Big click. Okay, that was 2. Now I got a fault set going. 1 seems set. I think there's a little bit of play there. Not after that click though, which is probably an overset. All right, I just touched 3. I still got a fault set going, so we're doing. Now we got a good fault set. That was pin 4 again. Super light tension on this thing. There's counter rotation on 4 again. Felt a tiny little click. Now he's not counter. Oh, yeah, he is too. I was going to say, I think I got him, but maybe not. Let's try it again. I'm going to release some tension on the tensioner. I got another tiny click. Nope, still got counter rotation though. That was a nice solid click, but I've lost the fault set. Got it back. That was pin 2. Oops, that was pin 3. I think I just overset. I have such light tension. I think I got a little carried away with that pick. All right, not your standard Defiant, and that's a good thing. Where in the world? There it is. Pin 1. He's hiding behind the tension wrench. In fact, I'm going to take a pick with a little bit more lift on it and get back behind there. He seems to be pretty high cut. Okay, I got a good click on him, but lost that false set. Got it back, pin 2. I'm not getting any kind of rotation. I mean, with that deep of a false set, I would think we're caught on a either a T-pin or a spool. And unless it's pin 1 hiding right behind the tension wrench, I don't know where he is. I think 1's okay. Okay, that was pin 3. Weird crunch, just sudden release. Got a little bit further, deeper false set. I think we're definitely looking at a lot of serrations in this thing. Some very sharp edges on what are undoubtedly homemade pins. And only 5 of them. I'm taking a chance here. Everything in the front feels like it might be set. Oh, maybe not. I just touched 2 and I got a little bit deeper false set. Felt a very slight turn there, but what I was getting ready to say is I'm going to go ahead and take a chance on pin 5. Since historically you guys like cutting those real high, but I'm getting no feedback, so it's pure guess. Let me check everybody else first. All right, pin 5. Let's take a chance. All right, that was pin 5. Lost the false set though. There it is. All right, pin 5, really high cut, and there's clearly a very sharp edge on that guy. Let's see what we got in here. For a 5-pinner, I got to tell you, that's quite a challenge for just a 5-pin Defiant. Another example of using a junky foundation and then increasing the security by putting in higher quality security pins. He did tell me he didn't have the right tailpiece parts, but this thing should... I don't see him in there, no detent, so it just screws off, it looks like. It is quite... Ooh, don't do that. It is quite oily. I did not do that. I normally only start squirting unlimited amounts of lube inside of a lock when after about the 3rd or 4th try. Tell you what, let me go ahead and lock it back up. And remember that, let me put that tailpiece on there so I don't screw up. I'm going to make sure the key works, because if I don't, you guys will send me all kinds of hate mail. And I don't blame you. Come off of there. Sometimes it's faster, I've found, to unwind the tape than it is to try to cut it. This stuff, maybe not. This stuff is nasty. All right. Get the razor. All right, looks like a lot of high-low, which is exactly what you'd expect. The unusual thing there are these 2 very high-cut ones right at the entrance. Usually those are really low-cut to protect everybody else, but works perfectly. No dragging, no clicking. I mean, it's just perfectly smooth. So really well done. Let's move all this stuff out of here. Give us a tray and see what Kennedy Locksport's got inside of here. All right, a lot of lube in there. Again, we got some filing on the top here. I don't know why you guys are doing that. Make it work smoother, I guess. I don't know. That's a guess. A lot of oil in here, though. Homemade spool. Standard. Homemade spool. And that is not... Oh, yeah. I was going to say it's not a key pin, but now I see it is. Just barely. We have a standard serrated, commercial serrated standard pin though. No, not a key pin. Okay, inside of the Bible. I got nothing. Okay. That is a key pin. That also is a key pin. This guy truly... Oops, I should tilt that down so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. Number 3 is not a key pin. Number 4 also. He was oriented like this with the serrations pointing up towards the Bible. He's not a key pin. Number 5 also looks like not a key pin, but he's homemade double spool, looks like. And he's not a... Got a sharp edge in the middle, but that is not a pin and pin. Which is kind of what I was expecting, to be honest with you, after as difficult as it was to get into. All right, let's see what we got upstairs. Very light spring on a commercial spool. I think with all that oil in there, it's going to be really difficult here to get these guys. I'm looking around for my really sharp tweezers so I can extricate this guy. There he is. All right, number 2. Okay, we got a commercial serrated. Number 3. Just barely breaking the shear line. Real weak spring in there. Commercial spool. And I'm not seeing a spring. I'm not seeing a spring in there. Let's turn it around and go for number 5. We'll come back to number 3, see if we can find a spring in the very... There must be one in there because that thing was popping up. All right, number 5, commercial serrated. Little bitty spring in there. Oh! Number 4. And we got, looks like commercial spool. And again with the, there he is. Tiny little brass one all the way in the bottom. That's probably what we have on number 3 as well. We're missing one. There he is. Very compressed little guy. All right, upstairs. I don't think, there's no way to put any threads in here, so unless he came in from the side, completely stock on the inside of there. So the only mods were to the pins themselves. Kennedy Locksport, I would have thought that some of these would be threaded, but there's nothing, no undercuts. This is all standard. Don't know why this thing was so difficult. Other than having pins in there that were not key pins, not a lot of trickery and alien technology in this. Anyway, guys, here's what you got from Kennedy Locksport. On the bottom here, we have a homemade spool, key pin, standard, homemade non-key pin, but double spool with a sharp edge right in the middle there. On number 4, we had serrated, which is not a key pin, but with the serrations pointed up. Double spool with a sharp edge in the center, kind of like number 3 there. And on the top, we had spool, serrated, spool, spool, serrated, all commercial. On top, we had 2 very strong springs in the front and then really weak ones hiding back in the rear of that lock. There you go, Kennedy Locksport. Thank you, sir, for the lock. Appreciate it. Guys, stay safe, stay legal.